Hello, I am Shweta. I am fashion designer and pattern making coach. Welcome back to my channel Silhouette Sutra. At Silhouette Sutra, we discuss all about fashion, fashion styling and fashion pattern making. Today at the 11th episode of pattern making series, I am going to make a simple palazzo pattern. So without further ado, let's get started. Today we are going to make a simple palazzo pattern. For that we need only 3 measurements: full length of your palazzo, your width roundness and hip roundness. These are the 3 measurements required for this pattern. Before starting this pattern, I want to discuss about fabric requirement. How to find out the fabric requirement for any garment. It is very simple. Normally we make garment lengthwise. So fabric requirement depends on the length of the garment. Suppose we are making this palazzo and our required length is 40 inches. So 40 for the front, 40 for the back. We double, like 40 plus 40 will be 80 inches fabric will be required. Now 1 meter fabric consists of 39 inches. That means 2 meter plus 2 inches fabric will be required. Plus we little extra fabric we always add. So 2.25 meter fabric will be required for making this palazzo. So if you are making a kurta and kurta length is 45 inch, and suppose you are making a 3/4 sleeves which is 16 inches, so what will you do? You will take 45 plus 45 inches, that means 90 inches fabric will be required for your kurta bodies, and for the sleeves you will need 16 inches. So 90 plus 16, 106. 106 means 2.25 meter plus little extra, so 2.5 meter fabric will be required to make a 45-inch long kurta. Now I added sleeves only once because assuming our fabric width will be 44 inches. So 2 sleeves will come in single width of a fabric. Active seamly 2D window, and we are going to start with the simple palazzo pattern. For that, first measurement which is required is the length of palazzo. Our palazzo length is 40 inches, waist measurement is 32 and hip measurement is again 40. So first measurement which we are going to take is the length of palazzo, which is 40 inches minus belt length. We are making a elasticated waist, the length of which will be 1 inch. So 40 minus 1 inch will be 39 inches, plus we need some fabric to fold at the hemline. I am going to do machine folding, so 1 inch I'll add to that. So actual length which I'll take on my pattern will be 40 inch again. So I'll start from here. I'll hold down the shift key and I'll add 40 inches. So this is my first measurement, which is my palazzo length. Now next measurement is for our waist, but we will not take actual waist because we are making a relaxed fit palazzo and elasticated waistband. I'll go with my hip measurement. My hip measurement is 40 inches. So divided by 4 is 10 inches. 10 inches plus 1 inch extra for looseness, that I'll take here for my waist measurement. I'll hold down the shift key again and I'll take 11 inch measurement. Okay. This is for my waistband. Same measurement will be required for my crotch length. Now crotch length will again be 1/4 of your hip plus 1 inch extra. So I'll take this point along the line at 11 inch difference. So this is become my crotch length. Now I'll square down all the points. Now we need to decide what kind of palazzo we need. We can make straight palazzo, we can make flared palazzo. For this demo purpose, I am making flared palazzo. Now, for our crotch shape, we need width of our palazzo. That will be 1/3 of our hip will be our crotch depth. So for that, again I'll take the point tool. I'll start from here, hold down the shift key and take 1/3 of our hip. My hip measurement is 40, divided by 3 will be 13.33 inches. So I'll do that, 13.33 inches, and okay. So I have got this crotch width also. Now I have to give a shape like this here for my palazzo. If you are making this pattern manually, what you will do, even I am doing that, you take a line here at 45 degree, 1 inch long line. So I'll also do that. I'll click here and I'll adjust angle manually, 45 degree, and my line length will be 1 inch. Okay, and simply you can give shape like this. Okay, so if you are making a pattern manually, you can use your armhole curve or hip curve to give this shape. I am trying to give this in the Seamly 2D, so I'll use my 4-point curve tool and so you can see this is my crotch curve. Now what we need to do, if we are making a straight palazzo, you can simply use your inside edge of hip curve and you can join like this. This will become your straight leg pant or a palazzo. But if you want something flared, you can add little extra fabric here. That depends on your choice. Here for the demo purpose, I am adding 5 inches. So I'll simply start from here, hold down the shift key, and I'll add 5 inches here. Okay, and with the help of line tool, I'll join these 2 points. So this is my front palazzo. Okay, this is our front palazzo. But as we know, our back has more curve to it. So when we are drafting our back palazzo, we need to add little extra fabric. First extra fabric will be required here at the crotch, because when we sit down, our back pulls down. So we need little extra fabric here. For the crotch depth also, we need little extra fabric, and that will go along till our hemline. So I'll add some extra fabric to this pattern. First one will be here at the top. Here I'll go 1 inch up. Okay. Now another extra fabric will be 2 inches here. Now you can say all these measurements are standard for this relaxed fit palazzos. When we make tailored pant, we'll take the exact measurement. If you are making very small size, you can go to 1 to 1.5 inches. If you are making extra large size plus size, you can go to 2.5 inches. So I'll start here and I'll add 2 inches here. Okay, and another 2 inches will be required here at the bottom. So now what we need to do, we simply need to shape this curve. If you are making your pattern manually, it is very easy. Again, you take a line here at 1 inch, keep your armhole curve or hip curve, whatever is fitting, and join, follow my cursor and join a line like this. That will be your back curve, and then we simply join the line here. First I'll join this line. It is very simple, from here to here. And let me make the back shape here. So this is my back crotch curve. Now we need to join a line here. So again I'll go to line tool and join this line here. So this is my back palazzo pattern. Now A1 is on fold fabric. Whenever you are making a pattern on paper, take the double on fold paper. First mark the front of your pant. Then on the top of that you mark the back of your pant. Then first cut the back of your pant, keep that part aside, and then cut on your front marking. That's how you will get the front and back pattern separately. Then simple, keep a one on fold fabric on table. First lay the front part and on another fabric put the back part. That's how you will cut your front and back palazzo. Now I have not added any seam allowances in this. I have only added extra fabric here at the hemline for the fold, but you need seam allowance here at this edge, A10, A2, A11, and some at A2 and A2, A10 and A2, A2 here, because we are going to attach a band, so half-inch seam allowance all along will be required. Now let's make a belt pattern. Now so I'll add another draft piece. I'll add new draft block and we'll start making our belt pattern. So first for the front we have taken 11 inches as our front waist measurement. So 11, this is 1/4 pattern, so 11 plus 11 will be 22 inches, plus second measurement will be A2, A10, which is for back measurement. I don't know the exact length, so I'll take it from formula. So I'll do line length, A2, A10, okay, into 2 plus 22 will be the length required, and I got this length. Okay, so double this length plus 22 inches will be the belt length required for this. Now width of the belt, 1 inch width of the belt is required. We always make the double, so 2 inches, and half inch both the sides for seam allowance, so we need 3 inches of fabric. So I'll hold down the shift key and I'll say 3 inches, okay, and I'll square that down. This is my belt. So our simple palazzo pattern is ready. As you can see, our palazzo and belt pattern is ready. Now we need to insert some elastic into that. For that we need our waist measurement. Our waist measurement is 32. We need elastic little less than 32 inches. That depends on the elastic which you are using. Normally you can go down to 2 to 4 inch less. You can take 2 to 4 inch less elastic than your actual measurement to get that comfortable fit, not too tight, not too loose. So you can take up to 28 to 30 inches of elastic and insert that in your belt, and your palazzo will be ready. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video where I'll come up with another kurta pattern. Bye. Take care.